it's Friday night. We are back. Woo! Took a week off. Took last week. Donna's here. Donna's off on the side. Say hi, Donna.
Hi, guys.
Hey! So we are here. We're back, and it's open mic night tonight. That means you guys are the reason this show keeps going. So if you don't have any questions tonight, it's going to be a short show, and I'm just going to have to get drunk in the backyard. That's it. I mean, I always got a plan B, so not a problem. But tonight, let's see. Let's get right to the rules. I'm going to skip the rule number 5. We have rules. Look at that. I changed it up a little bit. I changed it. Rule number 1 is open to just about any kind of paranormal question that you have. And, I mean, we'll just explore it. I'll give you my skeptical opinion. What's wrong?
I'm gone. I lost everything.
Uh-oh. Donna messed up.
Technical difficulty.
Rule number 2 is I don't know everything. And I don't. I really don't. I don't know everything, but I don't mind saying that because I say it every show. And I don't mind looking stuff up. And that's one of the great things about this show is that we can do it during the show. It's not like, holy shit, we got to stop.
Hold on.
Get in. Divine Donna and Bishop Biddle. Oh my God.
Take us to church.
Bishop Biddle. I like that.
This is Friday night services for y'all.
That's right. I am ordained. I have my I have certificates from like 6 different churches.
I'm ordained too. I married you.
All right. Rule number 3. Remember the Swayze rule. Be nice. That's it. This show is about open discussion. You guys can ask questions. You can debate. That's cool. But if someone gets out of line or goes too far or becomes very annoying, then Divine Donna has the power to boot your ass out of here. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Good. Rule number 4 is changed up a little bit. So if you have a question for tonight, please put a Q in front of it. That helps Donna pick it out and put it up on screen. And I added, since the last time we did it, an S for statements. But don't abuse it. Don't put like S in front of every freaking comment you make on here, because then I'll boot you.
I'll boot your ass.
I'll boot you. But if it's a relevant statement that really goes with the topic and you feel it really necessary to get it up there, put an S in front of it, and we'll try and get it up on the screen and then include it in the conversation. And then rule number 5 is my favorite. Drink up, because this is a bar. That's what we do here. Now I'm going to actually look at the comments because I haven't looked at any of the comments yet. And say hi to John and Bob and Tiffany and Audra and Donna here, JD, Tiffany. There's Diane, Eric. Wow, growing the beard again. Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm going to come. I actually like it. It's got like that. I feel like I'm a professor or something. I get that like professor look, where especially when I dress up, and I'm like, ooh, look at me. I look, old. I look old and kind of smart. So yeah, I like that. No, John Kennedy, this is not going to be a 3-hour show.
No. Not tonight.
You can't get drunk and just ramble with us watching. I can do that, but I do have stuff to do tomorrow, so I don't want to do that. Let's see. What else do we have here? Anyone else? Oh, we got a question from JD to start us off. Oh, I sent you some goodies. Let me see. I sent you some goodies in Messenger. Do you have time to take a look at a few videos tonight? So as long as we have questions flowing, I'll go in and out with these. But I did see the pictures that you sent me. Let's see. Let me see what you got here. You got a picture that goes into a video. Oh, it goes to a Facebook page, a discussion page. So there's there's one video here. So let me see if I can share it. This is from is this a closed group? It's a private group. So I'm not going to share that just in case, because that can get me in trouble with Facebook. So I can't share that part. But you have something else here. What is this? There's another video here. Oh, it's Sync Group. Yeah. It's a private group. So I don't think I can look at this. I'm looking at it anyway because I'm curious. I want to see what it is, but I really shouldn't share this because it is a private group. So I'm going to say no. I should put that in a caveat for future reference. That if it's a private group, they get in, then Although it is, if it was a private group, then I shouldn't be seeing it. But I am seeing it.
That's because it was sent to you.
No, because even if things are sent to you and it's in an actual private group and it's a closed group, then it usually comes up, this link doesn't work, and I don't get to see it. But I'm going to skip it for now, JD. No offense, but I'm just going to skip it just in case, because I don't want to get people pissed off when I don't have to. Damn it, Kenny, you opened up Pandora's box. Whatever. All right, let's see. Questions. What do we got next? You good over there? You good?
Mm-hmm.
Is this how we avoid TMI statements being displayed?
Yes.
Yes. Donna is in control of that. So it's out of my hands. But there you go. Oh, Bonnie's here. Hi, Bonnie. I love you too.
Pascal.
Oh, wow.
Jade Kitten.
Jade Kitten is back. I haven't seen Jade Kitten in a while. Audra. Yesterday was my birthday. Do I get a free tour of the museum?
Nothing's free.
No. Audrey's actually, she's local though.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, I'm actually home this weekend. I'll be doing work. So if you send me a message and you want to stop by, I'm all for it. Just don't mind the house because this is a workshop house. So
yeah, and we ain't ready for Christmas or anything. I still got shows coming up.
Yeah, but send me a message, if you're local and you want to stop by and I know you. That's what it has to be. I have to actually know you. I don't just invite strangers to my house, but I know Audra. We've met a few times. So yeah, send me a message, Audra, and you can come over and tour around. It's not a very big tour because it's only one small room, but there's plenty of shit in there. There's like 200 and some items, and plus my vintage camera collection, which is pretty extensive right now. Well, at least for me, I like it. All right, moving on. What else do we got? Anything else?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Who had the correct response to your cryptic message? No one.
Nobody.
Nobody had it.
The trouble I
Nobody had it. But if things go well, I'll probably announce what the cryptic message was about next week sometime. So you'll just have...
I'm just singing.
I had like a flashback to like a Tom and Jerry cartoon. Oh my goodness. Flashbacks. All right. Let's keep going. JD, how did you actually meet or start talking with Ben Rafford? Let's see. That's a pretty good question. Ben, so I got to know Ben Rafford from a book that I did. I self-published a book called Orbs or Dust, which I've been trying to put out a second updated edition for like the last decade now. But it was a small print book and we literally did everything ourselves. It was me, Donna, our friend Diana, and Mike. And we all got together and we actually printed all the pages. We put the books together, stapled them, folded them, cut them, everything. We did everything ourselves. Yeah. It was literally a self-published book. And we put it out. And my friends Tanya and Andy Kaiser, they sent one of the books to Ben Rafford and to review. But he couldn't review it because it wasn't actually a published book. Because it didn't have an ISBN number. It wasn't actually through a publisher or even a self-publishing company or a printer. So he couldn't put it in the magazine as a review, but he reached out to me and we started talking then. And it went really well. That's how we met. And then we've only met in person one time. Like one time. And this was years ago. And do I have the picture of it? Do I have I am so proud of this picture if I can find it. And he hates it. He absolutely hates this picture because he was invited to come out to DC. There was a skeptics group in DC. I think it was actually part of CFI. And Ben was invited to come out to do a talk. And I was like, oh, cool. This is one opportunity. And it was actually, I went down with Andy and Tanya Kaiser. We got together and went down for the day. And he did his talk, and I answered some of his questions. I got him right. And I was all proud of myself because I was like a new skeptic. And I was like, oh, look, I got it right. Yay. Yay for me. And then we met and we hit it off real good. And there was one that they had like refreshments, and some of it was cookies, and there was like one chocolate chip cookie left. And we were fighting over it. And he got it. And there's a picture of me and him. And it almost looks like that wedding embrace where he's trying to eat it and I'm trying to eat it off his hand. And he absolutely, positively hates that picture. So if I find it tonight, I will put it up there because it's funny as hell. I mean, I love it. And let me see. I'm trying to see if it pops up right away because I know I have it downstairs. No, I don't think I don't think I have it on here. All right, so if I get that for you, I'll post it because he always loves when I post that picture. So I'll do it again. All right. Any other questions? Do we have anything else? This is going to be a short show.
Got a question about
Does Donna Landu Biddle make sell ornaments?
Not really.
This ain't her show.
No, I don't really have ornaments.
No, she doesn't. No,
I did make little snowman ornaments, but I got to remake them. They kind of.
There you go.
But yeah, not really. Just bottles and signs, and I do make jewelry.
Jewelry.
Hopefully, sometime next year, I'll have a website up, and y'all can see what's going on.
Y'all.
Y'all
can see what she's doing. Y'all. That was horrible.
Kenny's gonna put a commercial together.
Yeah, we're working on a commercial for her. I took some video of her last show, and I'm gonna throw it together and get her to do a voiceover, and then we'll put her commercial into the
hopefully
commercial
by next
break.
Week, maybe.
All right, let's keep going here. What do we got? John Kennedy says, "When are you making us a self-published book?" When are you making us? Like for you specifically, or what does that mean? I don't know.
For us?
Self-published book. When are you making us? Like you and me, John? Together forever. Together forever. I've been working, you know what? Every time I get on, because I have been working on, again, I like the last decade, I've been working on the book Orbs or Dust. That's what it's called. Orbs or Dust, a practical book, guide to false positive evidence. And that was the first incarnation of it, and first version. And I've been updating it slowly, like when I get a chance, when I get some time and I actually sit down, because that's something that's involved. That's not something I can sit down for 15 minutes and just be like, oh, cool. I can just bang out a page or two. When I wrote it originally, it was just, I actually did it in a weekend. The bulk of it was in a weekend. And I just sat down and just wrote out what I thought. And I didn't reference anything. And I didn't have anything to support many of the statements that I was making. So now I'm going back and trying to fix that. And most of the stuff I did have right, but a few things I had either slightly wrong or really wrong. So I'm trying to fix all those mistakes, reference them, and then get permission to use certain photographs and stuff from other people or recreate them myself. And finding the time to do that in between the articles, the videos that I do for SI now, family life, and then other projects that I have going. It's a pain. It's a pain. I really need a sugar mama to just give me like, $1 million in trust that I can live off of and just spend, 8-9 hours a day. It means the cool kids in chat. Oh, it means the cool kids. When are you going to get us a self-published book for cool kids? I still don't know what he means. I don't know what that means. Donna's just doing it on her own.
I don't know. I'm not getting it.
I'm not sure, John. Are you drunk? Are you drunk?
Are you drinking?
Are you drinking a lot? You smoking a little bit? You a little bit. Pascal, what's up? As Ben's lawyer. Yeah. Ben Radford denies any and all claims he made by Mr. Kenny Biddle. That's right. Yeah. Well, I have other pictures, so don't push me. Don't push me. No, he's a good guy. I like him. You got a webcam, Pascal? You should come on. You should come on because I've never been on your show when you were there. So maybe how about you take a couple minutes and come on my show? And that way we can actually say we did a show together. Together.
Oh, he hearted you.
Boom, 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 boom. What's your thoughts on the new Ghostbusters? Oh, I'm so glad you asked me that. But I can't say too much because somebody hasn't seen it.
No, we can't talk about it until next week, maybe.
I saw it. I can give you a non-spoiler review. And no spoilers in the comments, please, because Donna has not seen it.
Yeah, we're not talking about that movie.
So, non-spoiler review is that I loved it. Yes, I cried. I'm not ashamed of it. I did. I thought it was great. I thought it was a really good blend of the old and new, and sets it up for the new generation.
And that's all we're gonna say.
That's it. That's all I'm allowed to say. I loved it. And I'm gonna go see it again with Donna so she can see it.
Mm-hmm.
John Kennedy, yes, I'm John Kennedy smoking. How about you do a self-published books for patrons?
That's a lot.
That's
John.
a lot of work,
That's a lot
dude.
of work for
Unless
you
I don't. I mean, I love the patrons that I have. I love them, but there's only 6. So there's a lot of fun. I'll tell you what though, and remind me later if you can remember after your drunk smoke fest, that when I do get this book done, you guys will be the first to get a copy. And depending, so we'll have to remember this. The 6 people that are my patrons now, which are awesome.
Or anybody that joins tonight,
I will just send them a book.
Yeah.
Because they've been with me. So I'll just send them a book. So there. How about that? What's up? What's up now?
Oh my God. What is up?
That was like all
you?
80s and shit. Like, get the pecs. I do have one. I might be able to hop on for a few minutes. We record in 45 minutes. Well, then I'm going to send you the link to join via Facebook Messenger. So there. So hold on a second. Let me find you. Maybe you can teach me how to say your first name correctly, because I think I say it differently every time I pronounce it. I feel so bad because I'm not used to saying it, and my Philly accent mouth does not properly form those sounds. I think that's what I'm going to blame it on. So, all right. Do we have any more?
Any more what?
Damn, attitude.
Questions? What you're asking?
Yeah. Do we have any more questions? Do we have any more statements? Oh, wow. I'm so far behind on comments. I don't know why it's not cooking up. All right. Tiffany says, is 6 too many books? 6 is my favorite number, but it isn't a lot. Compared to what? I'm not sure. You guys are hitting me with some good questions because I have no freaking clue what's going on. 6 books is a lot of books. Well, to me, because it's just, I mean, I only have, I wouldn't even say I have one. I have half of one.
Oh, like published, you mean?
Published.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with. Yeah.
We were talking about, I think, you have 6 Patreons.
Okay. 6, is that what it is?
That's what you just said.
Is 6 too many books? That's what it says. Books. Not patrons. So, yeah. Books. I mean, if I could bang out 6 books, I'd be happy.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be great. But I keep getting like these ideas for articles, or somebody sends me something. JD sends me fucking, hey, look at this. What do you think of this? And it's like, oh, that's a picture. I'm gonna rip that apart.
Don't worry, guys. You all get an autographed copy.
Yeah, I'll autograph all of them because I love it. I mean, if anybody wants to buy something that I made, damn right. I'm humbled. I'd be impressed. Like, okay, you want an autograph? Sure. I'll even put up my stamp on it, my special stamp.
Ooh,
I got a stamp. This is one I'm going to show you guys. I don't know if I ever showed it before. Can you hand it to me? It's right there next to the can of ale. So this is one of the best gifts that Donna has ever gotten me, and it's so simple.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a stamp. It's like an ink stamp, but on the top here, let me see if it says from the personal library of Kenny Biddle. And that's exactly what it does, and I love it. And every single book here has his stamp in it. And then like I'm pretty sure the books that I send out, if you look on the front, like the first or second page, it's on there too, because I usually put it in there. But so awesome. I love it. I've sat here just on the weekend and going through new books and like,
yep, that's what he did.
I'm stamping. These are my books. I love it. I'm such a book whore. All right.
John says his last book was stamped.
Awesome. Anytime, John. That's cool. Yeah, I try to stamp them just to add that little like kind of Easter egg kind of thing, because I'm big into Easter eggs with movies and stuff like that. So, let's see. All right, what else we got here? Oh, Pascal's gonna join us. Awesome. Okay. Any other?
No, nothing going on really.
No. Oh my goodness. There's a couple statements.
There's a statement.
You said it was too many to send to patrons, and then said you had 6 patrons and it was like too much. That's me asking about $6. 6. Oh, okay. I get it now. Is sending out 6 books too many? I think that's what she means. Yeah, so no. Yeah, I thought you mean like writing or authoring 6 books.
6 different.
But no, 6 books. No, sending out 6 books is not a big deal. You know, we can actually do a kind of giveaway. We got to think of a trivia thing, because we have all them puzzles.
Oh, we do have a lot of puzzles, and this would be the perfect time.
Ton of puzzles. Yeah. If you know what, they're in the box. Can you grab one of those? Just any box. We'll do a giveaway today, and I don't know how we're going to give it away, but we'll have to think of a question. But my friend, oh my goodness,
he's drinking too much.
I'm having a brain fart. I'm trying to think of too many things because I didn't really plan the show out at all. Let's see. So I got a couple boxes the other day. Stardust. That's right.
Hey, here's one. You want to get that one?
Oh, yeah, we can do this one. This will be good. So, let me see here. Hold on a second. Let me figure out what I'm doing here, because I got. Dun, dun.
Oh, you know, we can do too, because you have so many. If people need Christmas gifts, we can do like $5 plus shipping, and the money could go to cancer research.
We could probably do that. So I have a bunch of puzzles. Okay, so here's one of the puzzles, and it comes from the series Stardust. They're children's books, and it's done by Bailey Harris. And we actually had Elle Harris, her little sister, on the show twice. I think one was pre-recorded, and then the other one she came on live. But little girl, awesome. She is Miss Cool. That's what it is. Because we met at SciCon out in Vegas, and I had my name tag that said Mr. Awesome, and she loved it, and she wrote on hers Miss Cool. And then we went around. We were buddies ever since. We're like BFFs. We're like tight. But I'm real good friends with her family, and her father, Mr. Harris, Doug Harris. He sends me stuff. So I've sent out several books. He sent me a bunch of books. Does that include Pluto?
I said the same thing, Eric. I did.
No. Pluto is not on here. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Neptune, Uranus. Saturn. Jupiter. Mars, Earth, Venus, and oh my God.
Do you have your glasses? Do you need help?
I do need glasses.
Oh my God.
I can't see anything anymore. Mercury. Duh.
He doesn't know the planets either.
So no Pluto on here. But I have this. What should we do? We're gonna send this out. We have different ones. We have unicorns, pixies, and fairies. Oh my. We have Brachiosaurus, a dinosaur one. Trying to get it so you can see a good picture without reflection.
I don't know where the other box is.
And I don't know either. There's another one with Lucy, the first Oh my God, Lucy, the first oh my God, I'm having such a brain fart tonight. I'm not even gonna try, but they're pretty cool. So we're gonna give away one tonight, and as long as you're in the United States, I'm sorry, everyone across the pond. It's too expensive. I tried. I did send over.
Stuff,
yeah, I did send over one thing once, and it was like it cost me $40 to send something that was like a $2 item, and I was like, holy shit!
But we promised it, so we're not promising no more.
Right. All right. So
I don't know where the other box is.
Yeah, I don't know either. It was over here, but I'll have to look.
Okay. Well,
I'll have to look around because I don't know where it is, and but we'll go from there. What should we do? Lucy, the oldest human skeleton. All right, so this is it's not a skeleton in the puzzle. It's Lucy with skin. She's got like a body. So, but it looks really cool. And let's see, unicorns. All right. JD sent you a link to an article with a video of a ghost pushing a glass. We talked about something similar on a case we were supposed to investigate together, but then I got COVID. Yeah, your fault. Let's see. Woman shares video. All right, so let's watch this together. Because why not? Lucy in the sky.
That's what I was just singing.
All right. I think this is it. And I'm going to share the audio in case it has audio. Boom. So let's see. This is, I got the right one. Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Do videos of paranormal activity send shivers down your spine? No.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah. There's a picture here and there's another picture here. That's weird. Okay. I don't know what it is. I'm looking for the video. Where is the video?
Yeah, what the hell?
There's no video.
Maybe it's just a picture?
I don't know. There's no video here, JD. You duped me.
It says sent you a link to an article with a video.
With a video. Listen to this article now. In a viral video shared on Facebook.
Oh, you have to. It looks like a video. Can you hit the thing there?
Where?
Right underneath.
No, that's a podcast.
Oh.
Woman.
Yeah, that's a podcast. That's not a video. That's an audio clip. But it looks like there's something.
I thought it was a video.
This looks like something's on the mat here. So let's see if we can blow this up so people can see it. Let's get me out of the way. You see a little bit. All right, so there's something here that looks like a beer glass that's full, and then it looks like maybe I don't know if this is the same one, but he's backed away, and I don't know if it's spilled.
It looks like he hit it with his elbow. Look how close his elbow is to it.
He's kind of no, I mean because if it goes down, if that's on the mat.
What's on the mat?
The beer.
It's not on the mat. It's
How do
on
you
the
know?
Table.
You can't tell.
You can't. The mat cuts off.
This right here,
Yeah,
this
the black
harp.
mat. I see it.
Yeah, this harp cuts off the bottom of the glass though. You can't see the bottom of the glass. So we don't know if that's a tall glass. Because look at how long it is when it's laying down.
No, but I don't think it's on the mat.
But I don't even know if this is it though.
Yeah. What's
So
up, JD?
we gotta see. We can't do much with this because we can't see the video. But if you find the video, why is my mouse messing up? There we go. Well, that's not good. All right. Let's see.
Did I miss something up further? Bob, I had your question up and he ignored it, Bob. So hold on a second. Let me see if I can go find it.
Did I ignore a question?
You did. It was up there for a while, and you just like kept talking and talking and talking.
Well,
I'm looking for it, Bob, because it was a while ago.
Oh, wait, there's a link. I don't know if I can click on that though. Hold on. Let me work around this and see where that came in from. That came in through Facebook.
Here's Bob's question. Ready?
Okay, go ahead. When is the next time I get to test my psychic abilities with the mystery box? Soon, because I haven't done it yet. I haven't done it in a while. So I really should do that. Let me see. I'm going to try and work around here so I can see if I can find this link. Barry March. One comment. That's not it. I don't want that. Let me see if
Karen's in the house.
Karen. Karen. That's what I said. Taryn. Oh, okay.
Dude.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Oh, here it is. Here's the video. Video. I'm trying to work the video.
Find the perfect.
Oh, and I'm getting a commercial. That'll let me.
Go to artlist.io.
Wait. Share.
Oh my god.
That was funny. All right, here we go. All right. So that looks exactly like
condensation.
Yeah, it's been sitting there for a while. There's probably a slight. Let me see. There's probably a slight incline, which I would imagine the bar would have anyway, just in case of spills, so that the spilled liquid would actually come towards the customer and not over top of all the taps and all that, everything behind the bar. But that's exactly what it looks like here. Let's look at it again. Yeah, and it just hit the edge, so it's slid off that mat, whatever that mat is.
I don't think it's on the mat. Well, why would it slide off a mat? I think.
Yeah,
maybe it did.
It looks like it's on the mat.
You can't really see. It's bad angle.
Actually, you can. You can see the mat through because these harp. This harp is hollow.
Harp.
The harp. It's a harp. It's a musical harp.
At a bar.
The handle. It's on the handle. See, it looks like a harp.
It looks like a harp, whatever.
And it goes to strings, and you're seeing the logo of the that. So I think it's on there. And if it was wet anyway and it's smooth surface, and they put it down on top of it, I could see it sliding. I could definitely see it sliding. All right, good one. All right, Pascal. Oh man, I'm fucking this up. I'm gonna wait and just bring them on. John, you wait in the back for a little bit. Hello. Your mic is off. Let's see. Nope. Can't unmute because it doesn't have a microphone.
All right, can you hear me?
There he is.
Sorry. Yeah, this computer is also the studio, so it's like there's an audio interface that I'm going through, and my webcam was trying to be the mic.
How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. This is finally we got together.
Yeah. I mean, it's you've been on the show a few times, but I am. Well, usually one of the reasons I'm not on when guests are on is because with my schedule, it's easier for me to time my absences with guests. So that's what I try to do. But it's always kind of a miss because then I end up missing talking to people like you. So I'm glad to finally chat with you.
Yeah. So for anyone that doesn't know, what is your show?
So my show is called Squaring the Strange, and that's with Ben Radford and Celestia Ward. And we cover we have a lot of overlap with you, a lot of fun, strange mystery investigations, which is especially why you're on as a guest from time to time. But we cover a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. I love. Is that a pillow behind you on the couch or chair? Board?
That's a Ouija board pillow. Yep.
I like that. Thanks. A lot. And you're a musician, right?
Yeah. I was a career recording artist for quite a while. Now I'm an engineer, but I never stopped playing. Those are a couple of my guitars.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I like it. So, do you have a question, or are you just coming out to chat?
Yeah, no, I thought I'd just hop on and chat and just say hi. I mean, it's like you mentioned, we've never occupied the same communication space other than Facebook, so this is great.
We did once. You guys had a show and tell kind of thing?
Oh yeah, we did have the video. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, there was that time, the little show and tell stream. That was fun.
Right. And that was like a private thing. That wasn't really a public
that was just for listeners who are members of our group, discussion group on Facebook. So it's open to the public. Anyone can join, but we just if you look us up on Facebook, it's on Squaring the Strange discussion group. Yeah. We try to do little events from time to time, like watch movies as a group or just have little streams.
You guys did that one movie. I don't even know what it was. It was it was like an Indian movie, I think. And I had no clue what was going on.
Yeah, I think it was like He Ven in a Chupacabra or something. It was a Mexican movie. Yeah, it was a very poorly made movie, but also pretty fun to watch as a group.
Yeah. So, like, how did you get involved with doing the show with Ben and Celeste?
So, Ben and I, so actually one of my very close friends growing up owned a game store here, and Ben befriended him through selling his board game Playing Gods.
Yes.
And so just by proxy, I ended up meeting Ben, and I was like, oh, hey, we have a ton in common. I didn't know too much about him. I wasn't really active in the skeptic world, but I did read a lot of books written by skeptics and stuff. And yep, there you go. Playing Gods. It's a fun game. I think it's still available somewhere. And we ended up just kind of befriending each other. We found that we had a lot in common, especially some of the nerdy 80s stuff we're into. Right. And then as I kind of got more familiar with his work, I had sort of been winding down my music career. My last tour was in 2015, and then I kind of called it quits. And I just hit him up one day. I was like, hey, I know you did a podcast. Like, would you ever consider doing one again? And he kind of hemmed and hawed about it for a little while. But then once we kind of created an idea for it, he got into it. And Celestia got in right away. She was like basically our producer from day one. And she was like, hey, like, here's how you do the topics. Here's the stuff we should do. I'd done one podcast, a very loose one before that, but I was certainly an amateur. And but Celestia just really brought a lot of ideas to the table. And so the format was just set in stone right away. And then she wasn't originally a member of the she wasn't a host, but we ended up it was like we ended up talking so much on the side of the podcast. We're like, why aren't we having these conversations with you? This is ridiculous. So,
right.
And also just like, every podcast is a couple of dudes, so it helps to have a woman in.
So true. That is such a true statement.
Yeah. So we that's kind of all she wrote. And we're already 160 some episodes in, been around for, gosh, this is like our 4th year now.
Yeah, it's been around for a while. And I remember that because I was listening from the start and hearing Celeste come in. She had like a segment that she would come in and do.
Yeah.
In the beginning. Yeah. And then I kept thinking, like, she does so much. Why isn't she just part of the show? And then, boom, she was part of it. And that was nice. Yeah. She's great.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer. She's definitely the funniest one, and she's really witty and sharp and quick. So it helps with Ben being Ben and me sort of having a tendency to like, I'm a very skewed storyteller, so I need someone to wrangle me in.
But yeah, you actually inspired one of the articles that I wrote for Skeptical Inquirer because you brought up the story about the satanic guitar. And that's where I first heard of it. And I was like, oh, I got to look into that. That was really cool. Yeah. And
that was a great story.
That was a cool story. It was reading the story of that. And I suggest everyone go read my article. But it was like every single cliche that you could get from a horror movie was involved in this story.
Yeah.
And it's just, when you were reading it off, I was like, you got to be kidding me. Like, they're saying that. I'm like, next thing you know, they're going to like have some kind of satanic music. Oh, there it is. That's it. Right.
Yeah. It was a very predictable story. Right. But a fascinating kind of like, the thing I found most fascinating about it was just the fact that like someone was willing to throw that at the wall and see if it stuck. I mean, it is such a just a textbook horror story and possessed item story. And I had to laugh because I'm like, people are taking this seriously enough. I mean, it ended up being purchased. I mean, which is mind-boggling to me. I mean, as I said in the episode, I would have bought it, but not for that price.
Yeah, not for that. It was pretty beat up.
Yeah.
It didn't look great, but yeah. Once we learned that our buddy Zach bought it, I was like, oh, all right. And then when I contacted the guy and talked to them, like he was dropping hints. He was not being like standoffish. He was definitely dropping hints meant to say, yeah, I know it's a joke. And then I kind of pressured him into like, you're promoting this fear-mongering kind of like crap, and it's really bad if you say you're really a fan of like Skeptical Inquirer and the work that we do trying to promote this stuff. It really should come clean. And I think it gave him such a guilt trip that he's like, okay, fine. I made it up. Like, yeah. And he said he did get a call from Zach. Like, is this true?
Yeah.
Yep. So,
yep.
All right, man. It was great talking to you. I'm
you
glad
too,
we
man.
finally got a chance to chat for a little bit, hang out for a little bit. And I heard a little bit of rumor. I'm not going to give away details, but there might be someone's celebration next year, a birthday celebration for somebody.
Maybe?
Yeah, that's word on the street. I there is a plane ticket already purchased. So
okay, all right.
Yeah,
so we might be able to meet in person. I hope
that would be awesome.
That would be awesome. All right, man. Take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Take care, man.
Later.
Take it easy.
Bye.
All right. Well, that was fun. Topic is on reincarnation. Get your questions ready. Oh, shit. John Kennedy's already in the green room waiting. I see his head bobbing.
Get your questions
I'm
ready.
just going to let him sit there for a while. See how long he hangs out. And now he's giving me the finger.
I like that finger.
Whoa. Wow. Okay, then. All right. So let's bring him on.
Best one.
All right. Here we go. Hey, buddy. What's up? Nice.
Hey, what's going on?
I love the Mario hat.
Hell yeah. It was one of my very first games that I really got into and, loved the whole series of it and everything.
All right.
Yeah.
What's up?
So, talking about him real quick, Square in the Strange is a fantastic podcast. I did listen to a few of them, man. I really like it. So,
yeah. It's a good show. And, like, we really, like we said, the only time I've actually interacted with him was a private show. They did a movie, the movie that he mentioned, the Mexican movie about a chupacabra and
Wait, say that again.
Chupacabra.
You rolled your R.
That's right. I can do it once in a while. I can't say the guy's name, but I can say Chupacabra. Chupacabra.
Cabra.
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 Cabra. Cabra.
Cabra.
I'm acting like
Cabra.
anyway, and yeah, so this is the first time we've actually been on a show like out viewing for the public together, which is nice. He's a nice guy. I can't wait to actually meet him and chat with him for a little bit. So, all right, reincarnation. You're talking reincarnation. What kind of shit you gonna get me into now?
Well, I tell you, when we did that dedicated show, I did want to talk about reincarnation. I didn't get a chance, and I talked a little bit about last time we were on when you had the open mic night before Thanksgiving. But yeah, I wanted to what's your view on reincarnation? Like we had talked about how it's hard to find the you inside of your body. Everything is from the brain. It's consciousness and thoughts and memories and thoughts of the future, and all of that is caused by the brain. So after that dies, after that stops, what is it that people think that carries on to the next life, if you will?
Well, I guess it really depends on your background, and what you believe, what kind of, if you have like religious beliefs or any other beliefs, what you believe as a person. Because I mean, we can run the gambit. We can go with people that believe that they're going to go to either a great place that's, we can call it heaven, but it has different names. Valhalla. But there's other places like hell, or the underworld, or whatever version. That's a bad place. There's places.
Beach. I'm going to the beach.
Don's gonna go to the beach.
Without suntan lotion, I won't burn. I can just be on the beach forever.
But
and hell is where you burn. You go to the beach. You go to the beach and there's no suntan lotion. You get crisp baked to a crisp.
I fry. It's like hell for me. It is like hell.
You're like white for a white girl.
White girl. What is that supposed to mean?
That means you're too white for a white girl. You're like almost glowing, like not redhead white, but
no. I have I have like a combination of Italian and Irish. Joey, my older brother, got all the Italian. My younger brother got all the Irish. He's red, and
she's like,
and I'm like right in the middle. I don't get that red
Italian.
Burn, and I don't got that dark skin either. It sucks.
But when talking reincarnation, I mean, I don't know. I really have right now. My idea is that when you close your eyes the last time, that's the long sleep. You're just done. Which, I mean, sometimes it sounds great. It's like, oh shit, I don't have to get up in the morning. Yes.
I totally believe that we reincarnate, like we come back again as something else, or
I think
we have a choice.
A waste. I mean, because if we're going to think about it, if we're going to do a thought experiment here, to reincarnate, unless you can carry on the experience of the past life, and what's the purpose? What's the purpose of coming back?
Well, maybe like this life you had a certain task that you were to complete, but you didn't complete that. So you come back again, fulfill that.
If you don't know past life, then you don't know what task. You still don't know what task to complete.
But that once you die, I think that a lot becomes more clear to what's going on. Like I think your
okay
is dead, but I think whatever your soul or whatever you want to call it is still
your essence
actively running around.
If I'm running around, I'm gonna have some fun.
Right. Or I mean, for like me, I wouldn't stay here. I wouldn't be on Earth. I'd be somewhere across the universe, And my girlfriend Melissa does believe in reincarnation, which is why it's kind of fascinating to me listening to some of her stuff and then listening to Donna. It's like I love these kinds of conversations. But I just I think Kenny was trying to say is like when you get to the afterlife of the reincarnation and then you go to the next life as a baby, at least from what I did the research on from like Buddhism and Hinduism and that shit, they said that when you're born you forget everything. So how can you learn if the moment you're born in a new life you forget everything?
There's no mechanism for you to grow beyond what you used to be, because you're starting with a blank slate. You can't right the wrongs that you did before. You can't fix the mistakes or not make the mistakes. You get a
do-over.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
Well, you do before you come back down, but as soon as you're born, you forget it all. And that's
exactly the point. There's no point in doing a life if the moment you're born, you forget everything. You have nothing to base it on.
Yeah, but I think that, so this is just my thought, but I think that you come back multiple times, and you know how people say, like, he or she is an old soul, you can kind of tell. Like, if you're just talking in general, like I've said it about our son Connor, like he's an old soul. You can tell he's got like wisdom in him that is beyond.
That's me. It's me.
It's beyond me. But like to me, I consider him an old soul. Like when I say old soul, I feel like He's been here before. He knows, like he's got wisdom that he can tap into easier than I can.
But that would contradict
wait.
your
Yeah.
earlier belief.
What?
That you forget everything when you're
And
born.
I believe. Well, I forget everything. Like I can forget shit. I'm a new soul because I forget everything all the time. But even though when you're born, because you're a baby, yeah, you have to tap into those.
So
you can or you can't.
Well, at the moment that you're born, you don't remember. You're a baby, but like as you grow, like things come easier to you than it did the first time. Like the second time around, I think it becomes a little easier. Third time comes a little easier. Like Connor, things just came to him. It was just, I don't know. That's just my thoughts.
He had to learn. Well, he had to learn it. It wasn't. Go ahead, John.
right.
You're itching to say something. Go ahead.
Well, no, I mentioned to ask some actually. See, this is why I like this form of communication. We can all understand each other. So, my question to Donna is, if all of our memories that we have scientifically proven that are in our meat suits in our brains, you can do certain things, surgeries or some kind of harm to your head that will make you forget those things before you got that trauma.
Right.
So in that case, how are those kind of memories like pushing on to the next life?
I don't know. Maybe hopefully when you come back in a new body, you don't have those issues. So, it's still there that you can tap into it and remember it again.
I unfortunately, this is all speculation. This is all not even speculation. It's just
it's a discussion.
It's just what people, and that's just, and I said that before we started talking.
That's a problem because when you start expressing a belief and trying to explain a belief, there's contradictions that pop up, and I mean that's exactly what happened in this case, and it's hard to get a cohesive plan or idea formed because we don't know and we're guessing. We're literally making it up.
Yeah, we are
as we go. That's why I don't know. I mean, as far as I know, we close our eyes, we go to sleep. That's it.
I feel like
it's
there's
done.
Something else there. There has to be a purpose.
I mean, I hope. The purpose thing always bothers me, though.
That's the thing with me, Kenny, is even if there is reincarnation, we're working towards something. What is the end goal? Like, and who is super, like, overviewing this goal of who is finally to the spot that they can be, Hindus call it something. It was awesome, but this life of nothing but pure just happiness and at oneness with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like who's overseeing this that makes the rules of this isn't good, so in the next life you have to do this,
And what happens in this train of thought, what happens when you do complete that task?
Right.
Well, then maybe you become another. I mean, God, you watch Supernatural. Maybe then you become an elder or something. Like you become
that's Charmed.
Oh, Charmed, yes, an elder.
You're mixing up your universes.
I'm sorry.
They never did a crossover, which I'm really bummed about. I think that would have been
me too.
I think that would have been awesome.
But you know what I mean? Like maybe you become.
I don't know. I don't because both shows delve into more religious ideas, especially Supernatural. They dive heavily into religious text. And Charmed kind of makes it up. They kind of made their own way, little influences here and there, especially when they rip off a lot of movies that happen at the same time. But yeah, I'll watch this during different lives. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. For when it comes to reincarnation, I mean, I'm sure if Dave was here, Dave would probably cite some studies or something about reincarnation and interviews and stuff. But I have a problem with that.
I would love to have an open discussion with Dave and Tim on Three Tortured Souls about that because watching and reading some of Dave's posts that he has on his personal page, actually had me thinking on quite a few things. Like I had to center my views on parapsychology and the like, because there were certain things I was like, you know what, maybe I'm wrong. Let's look into this a little bit further. And
Right.
that's part of being a skeptic. Right.
That's a good attitude where you can pause that knee-jerk reaction to comment or make a statement and say, you know what, I need to step back. I need to check myself, and I need to. I am not chaos. Stop spreading rumor.
Wait, I'm talking in the chat.
So, I lost my train of thought. Damn it!
Yeah, that's what you get.
But to be able to step back and say, you know what, let me look into this a little bit more before I, start running my mouth.
Right.
And that's a big deal. That is really a big deal. Reincarnation. I call it topic.
That's Tim's next show.
Great, Tim. Great.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, and my thoughts on it are just my thoughts for reincarnation are.
There is nothing.
I doubt it. I doubt it because I just don't. I don't see anything that's significant, and I'm not talking statistically significant because everything's based on anecdotes. There really is, and it's very hard to track something like that unless you take like a what's the movie where they
Interstellar.
Jim Carrey.
The
network
or Truman Show.
Yeah,
Truman Show.
Unless you take somebody, take a child and take them out of society and monitor and control every aspect of their life, and then he starts saying or she's saying, "This happened in my past life," or "This happened in my past life," and can really do something when it's been monitored 24/7. There's no way to tell. There's so many influences that come in from all directions and from family members, and I mean, there's this actually goes across the board with ghost sightings and stuff like that, where family members talk. They talk about deceased family. They talk about funerals. They talk about stories of way back when, and they don't always realize when they're saying it and who's listening, or they don't remember that they said it in front of their 5-year-old kid. And then, months later, the kid might say something and like, "Oh, I remember grandfather. That's grandfather." And the kid might not remember where he heard it from, which is cool, but it still retains that information that they heard. There's so many variables that cannot be accounted for.
So, real quick, I never.
Isn't real quick? It's never real quick. We got to take a commercial break. You got 1 minute and 15 seconds.
Oh, this poor guy. It always happens.
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
I was going to say 222 because this next one's going to be a doozy, but. I will say that I remember back when I was a child and we lived in a haunted house, and I was probably 5 or 6 years old, and to try to fit in and have some experiences with the adults, me and my brother both would make up these ghost stories that happened upstairs, and it reconfirmed what they had already believed was happening. So as the years went on, I heard these stories come into being as, yes, we remember this. It's like, I know for a fact I'm the one that said it, and I know it was just a story I made up, and you're taking it as fact from a child.
Yeah. And that's going to happen. And we see that happen today. We see that happen all around it. I mean, when I go to places, you see people, when you ask questions, especially when it's going out and just kind of like generalizing here, but when I go to events and I see paranormal experts, and they start answering questions, and you can see that they're thinking about an answer and kind of making it up. Yep. And it gets confirmed when you question them and say, where did you get your information? Well, that's what I think, and that's my opinion, or that's my belief. And we see that. We see stories that are almost instantaneously fabricated on the spot become fact and passed on to crowds. Hasn't there been scientific studies done on memories that are ingrained in DNA?
They have actually. As far as I remember, I could be wrong on this because it was a while since I've looked that up. they said that the things that were ingrained on the DNA is more things that make you pre-susceptible. Like, for instance, alcoholism runs in my family, and we're I hate that word programmed, but we're programmed to predisposed, yes, to other types of behavior, like addictive personality behavior is a really big one, especially when it comes to like drugs and alcohol and shit. So
that is found in DNA, isn't it? I mean,
I don't know. This is not my area, so I don't want to speculate, but
it's not mine either. But I did, like I said, I remember seeing that and watching some of the answers, and it was just kind of more of a, you were predisposed to be an alcoholic or a drug abuser, or you're predisposed to some kind of disease. I mean, just it's not you're predisposed to these memories and it's pushing on. It's more of you're predisposed to look at certain things or act a certain way, and it is in your DNA. But I could be totally wrong on that. That's what I remember.
I mean, I know you can test for markers to see if your line is predisposed to, like, more susceptible to cancer or other diseases or other illnesses, and what to look for and stuff like that. But when it comes to memories, how do you figure that out? Like, that's mind blowing to me. Like, how would you determine a memory is from DNA and not just something you came across sometime in your life, or tribal knowledge or something like that? I have no idea, no clue. But I wrote it down, and I wrote your name down, Eric, so I can, I can look it up a little more, see if there's anything out there, and then I'll get back to you. That's the best I can say for that. So, all right, you good? You want to keep going?
Yeah.
We're going to take our commercial break.
Commercial break. I want to add one more thing real quick.
Okay, all right. So we'll do our commercial break. We'll come back. You can do your other quick thing, and then we'll continue on. We'll see you. So if you guys have questions, this is the time to think about them. Write them down.
Use a cue.
And
don't be lazy.
Be ready. So otherwise, we will be back in 2 minutes and 22 seconds from now.
Hey everyone, this is my store based on the theme of science and skepticism. It's here that you can find all kinds of shirts and hoodies, yoga pants, tote bags, the fanny packs I know you guys love, masks and pillows, all with science and skepticism as the theme. I even have hoodies for your pets. That's right, your dog or cat can wear one of these things. I also have a general store that sells more inspirational quotes or, drinking stuff, because I like that kind of thing. I also have a store set up for our Three Tortured Souls podcast, which we do Saturday nights. You can find shirts and Tim Vickers' favorite drinking vessel, the mug. I also have a store tailored a little bit more towards my ghost hunting friends, Paranormal by I Am Kenny Biddle. These are shirts and quotes that are a little bit more on the ghost hunting side, especially this one, Translucent Perished Beings. Ghost. That's my favorite. So if you're interested, head on over to teespring.com/stores/scientific skepticism by IAKB and check it out. Thanks.
Are you tortured by what you see and hear about the paranormal field? Join us as we critically examine and question paranormal claims, science, ghosts, demons, cryptids, UFOs, ghost hunting technology, and much more are all on the table for discussion. Three Tortured Souls is a video podcast that streams live on Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern and 5 Pacific. Three Tortured Souls.
Dun, dun, dun. We are back. I have a full cup again with about that much rum. So we're going to get this started. All right. What else you got there, buddy?
So the last thing that I'm going to warn Tim, if he's still in the chat, when we do cover that reincarnation thing, I would love to get onto the topic of the many worlds theory. Which, if I were to believe in an afterlife, I think it would be the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics.
The multiverse.
So, yes.
Any Marvel fan should know exactly what we're talking about. And it's the basic idea that there are infinite universes out there that have infinite alternate choices. So there could be a John Kennedy out there that likes Luigi more than Mario. There could be a Kenny Biddle out there that's a psychic. What? What? But according to the many worlds theory, that's pretty much what it does. There's an infinite amount of possibilities. Which the Ghost Hunters had that kind of idea going for a while, with different dimensions, they called it. Crossing over, and that's why you get these scenes where people see scenes in the past. It's like, oh, dimensions are something's happening and they're touching, as in like a dimension is like a wavy kind of thing. And it suddenly touches and then it crosses over.
And certain theories a lot of theories that are about many worlds are different, like universes and shit. It is it's called a membrane, and two realities like touch, and you can see some of what is on the other side and affects this life. And there's many. It's just like an infinite amount of universes, infinite amount of if you made this decision to not see this movie back in 1999, some other dimension you did see it. And then it branches off in other dimensions. You also went with somebody else, and just every possible outcome is alive, but not in our universe. We've picked our one universe, and this is where we're at right now. So,
for anyone that's into comics and stuff, go watch the What If series.
Yes,
because that is exactly what this is.
And
it shows you like one decision can lead to an entire different outcome of your life. And it's really interesting. I mean, I love the comics, and DC had a version too, but yes. The theory would allow for several versions of a female Kenny Biddle. Yes. Female Kenny Biddle.
Oh,
that's
just
scary.
fucking scary.
Can you imagine a whole bunch of me getting together? Like, what fucking chaos are we going to cause today? Oh, yeah. Damn. I like that. But yeah, that's a good one. Good topic. And I think Tim's going to take reincarnation. We're going to have a show on that. Tomorrow's show is going to be interesting. I can jump with the announcement kind of now because we didn't really announce it yet. But so I wrote an article for Skeptical Inquirer magazine. It's in the print magazine about the entity photos, the photographs from the entity case, the Doris Bither case. And Ben Radford did a story about the case in general, the information about the case. And there was a gentleman that did not like our assessments, our analysis of the things. And he wrote a blog post about it and got in depth. And we are going to address it tomorrow with the author of that blog post. He's going to be on. I'm going to be on. Ben Radford's going to be on. And three of us are going to be guests. So tomorrow's Three Tortured Souls is actually going to be two tortured souls. Yeah, that's
have another drink, Kenny.
Two tortured souls, because Dave will be running it, Tim will be moderating, and then I will be on as a guest, and treat it as such, not as a host. So
cool.
We are going to defend our points, and we'll see what goes on. This is the first time we're going to do something like this, so it should be interesting.
It sounds awesome, man.
Yes. Yeah.
It could be a fun show. I'll be listening. I won't be home, but I'll
yes,
be
JD,
listening.
we're going to be doing a show on that. It's actually important. I think it's really important because when you have you put out information there, and we've always talked about it on this show and on 3TS, where we're not afraid to be challenged. Like if you have you want to challenge us, great. If you have information to support what you're saying, even better. Bring it on. Because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm not wrong and you're wrong, we should talk about that too.
Right.
And hopefully it stays as a civil debate. I don't know. This, like I said, the first time we're doing this, so hopefully it stays a civil debate, and we're gonna talk about this stuff. So it should be interesting. I'm really looking forward to this show. So we'll see what happens.
It sounds great, man.
All right, cool. All right, man. You got anything else?
No, that's all I had.
All right, cool. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was
Thanks for having me.
fun.
Anytime. Is that a Stay Puft
Yes,
Marshmallow
it
Man? Is that a? Oh, he's so cute.
Dude, I want one from the movie. That's what you get me for Christmas.
Yeah.
I want one of those little babies. I haven't seen the movie, but I saw the commercial and I want a little baby.
I have mine.
And I got Peter Venkman as well.
Oh, I have that. Yes. On the other side of this screen, I have the Ghostbusters Firehouse. And I have all the pops, Slimers, all the guys, everyone back there.
Yeah, I want to. What you said earlier. Anybody that's watching right now that has not went and seen the new Ghostbusters, do yourself a favor, go check it out. It's wow.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah. Maybe we'll go see it this weekend. You think?
I don't
I don't
have
know.
time this
No, you don't have time.
Maybe
I'll go see it again, and then I'll go see it a third time with you. All right, John. Take it easy, buddy.
See you later, bud.
See you, bud.
All right. That was fun. Always good to have John on. He's a good guy. All right. Do we have any questions? I see at least one. All right. JD, does your guest know that Tim is co-host of TT? They were fine with that. Won't call foul and say he's a biased moderator. So I don't know how it's going to go. I honestly don't. I know the gentleman brought up concerns that, excuse me, had the burp. He brought up his first concern was that he was invited to do a show where I was one of the hosts, and me being one of the people he criticized. So I think Dave assured him that I was going to be treated as a guest. I was going to be brought on as a guest. Wow. Feeling pretty good.
Holy crap. What's happening?
That's why I'm not drinking tomorrow night.
Maybe Kenny is psychic. We'll find out tomorrow if he's a ghost.
I might be doing it from a remote location.
Oh, shit.
So I will be coming on as a guest and not a host.
Or a ghost.
So Tim and Dave were going to be the people in charge. What he knows, I don't know what else is going on. Dave is kind of handling that, and Tim's going to do more of the comments and questions. He's going to be paying attention more on that side and then posting it and making sure it doesn't get out of hand in the comments because we don't know what's going on. Like I said, this is the first time we're kind of doing this. I don't know.
Tim would be perfect for that anyway.
Tim's very sincere and very straightforward. I mean, I pretty much, I was up for it. I relinquished. Wow, I got that out. Anything. Like I was like, I don't want to be a part of the hosting thing. I don't want to run it because I don't want to be biased in that way. I don't want to be in charge where I can just be like, well, if he pisses me off, boot him. You know, that's not professional. So I didn't want to do that. That's why I didn't want my hands on the controls whatsoever. But I think Tim will do a good job with that. I think Dave will be fair too. Both of us, I know, I mean, because you guys that watch that show know we can butt heads too. Like he can give me shit just as much as I can give it to him. So, I mean, there's no problem there. If I do something wrong, I have no doubt he'll call me out on it. So there you go. Tim says, I'd rather learn then be biased. If the information presented is good and sways my opinion, all the better. Exactly. And I mean, that's the point of it. If he brings up some good information that contradicts what I wrote, then by all means, I agree. If it turns out to be valid, yeah, sure, I'll admit my mistake. It's not the first time I'll do that, and it certainly won't be the last. But I will say that his blog post article, it's a blog. It's not, I don't think it was published in like a magazine or anything like that. So that's why I refer to it as a blog. I'm not trying to diminish it by saying that, but his blog focuses more on the background and history of it, which is what Ben wrote about. And then there's a much smaller section that deals with the photographs. Some of them, not all of them too, that I analyzed and gave my opinion on. So I do like, I do what is that? What's the word I'm looking for? I do find it entertaining when people call me hobbyist, and then refer to themselves as a journalist when they're not. So yeah, we'll see how that goes tomorrow. And again, it'll probably be the first time I will do that show completely sober, because when we're going to do a debate like that, I don't want to be inebriated.
Ooh,
I know, I'm getting out all these big words. I'm so proud of myself. All right. Let's see. Post URL for the blog. Yes, I can do that, so you guys can read it too.
Yeah, that'd be good. Then everybody will know what's going on. And
so what I'll do is, oh, hey, that's me. Let's see. Let me look it up, and I will post in the chat room. I will post the blog post as soon as I find it here, and I don't think you can read my article online yet because it was in the print magazine. So tomorrow, go out to your local bookstore and buy the issue of Skeptical Inquirer. But I will post the link here. Hold on, I'm getting to it. You got to understand that Dave, Tim, and I, when we chat forever. Ever. And I mean, one topic, holy crap. We can go days and days and days without talking at all. And then one day we will talk as much as you can possibly. Oh, it's not letting me get to it. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay. We can go on and on, because like before every show, when we're talking about topics, we get into deep discussions about it. And I mean, we really kind of hammer out what we're going to talk about, and we have a good idea. We work out all the mistakes and any issues before the show. Oh, wait, there it is. All right. So wait till it comes up.
You guys should probably post it on the site too tonight. Maybe you or Tim. I don't, because Dave's doing something. Maybe you should put it up there so people actually know what's going on tomorrow before the show.
There it is. So the link is in the chat room, so you can click on it. It's called The Entity: When Skeptics Attack. And it's interesting. I mean, I spent most of today researching for it, reading over my article, making sure of what I had written. And then I read over his article, and then I checked all my references, and I checked like the book that I got a lot of information from, and checked all the resources and stuff like that. So I checked and double checked. So I am prepared for tomorrow. And it should be fun. So please tune in at 8:00 Eastern time. We will be broadcasting from our page, 3 Tortured Souls. So there you go. Can I debate y'all against free will? I'm ready. Sure. I don't mind. I mean, free will. That's difficult. That's a good philosophical question or debate, because what is free will?
Everybody would have a different
free will. I mean,
depends
on your attitude. If you believe in, well, like Catholicism, then free will doesn't exist. It really doesn't, because everything's predetermined. Or
what do you mean predetermined?
Predetermined.
What's predetermined?
Because God wills it. God says it's going to be this way. God determines what happens. So you don't have free will.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't determine it.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't.
Oh my God, he does.
In the Bible, it says
Oh
you
my
have
God.
free will.
That's a bullshit advertisement.
What are you talking
It's
about?
bullshit.
I get to choose if I trip the old lady walking down the street or if I help her with her bag.
If you have free will, why?
God's not going to
Give.
tell me what
Wait.
to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ever hear a thing called the 10 Commandments?
Yeah.
Telling you what to do.
Not when I'm crossing the lady down the street. I just said something
Telling
to
you how to
and
do
you
it.
just-
And
how's
it's
he?
not 10. It's a lot more than 10. But those are commandments. He's telling you what to do, how to live life.
But he's not. He's
That's not free
But
will.
he still gave me free will to do what I want. I could either jump the old lady and steal all her money, or help her to her car with her packages.
So
that's free
nice.
will.
That's nice.
That's my free
But,
will.
okay, so
God's not going to say,
let's
"Daughter,
go
we're going to
into-
make you trip this old lady."
Well, what about you shall not kill?
Okay.
So
I
if
don't
you
kill the old lady.
if you break, no, if somebody comes into your house, breaks into your house,
Okay.
and is going to kill Connor,
Okay. And I kill him.
and the only thing you have to do, you have a gun next to you, that's your option.
Right.
If you kill him, you broke the commandment, you're going to hell. Suffer for all eternity.
I don't
see
know
that
about
as a choice. I don't see that as free will, because it's either you do as I say or you get punished. That's not free will to me.
Yeah, but punish, like, I mean, I don't know what you mean by punish, because, like, I can go and if I'm sorry for what I did, I can go to confession and confess my sins.
Well, yeah, what about if God says, when people say God has a plan?
Well, people say that. It
People
doesn't.
say that.
Yeah, that's not.
God has a plan.
They say that
It's according to
because
plan.
they don't want to take responsibility for their own actions.
Well,
It's
that would
God's
indicate
plan.
the
Because
lack
I'm
of free
stupid.
will.
Huh?
No, that would indicate the lack of free will. Because
Right.
if there is a plan, there is no free will. Everything's planned.
In the Bible that you're talking about,
Which one?
you're talking about Catholicism.
Catholic. I have to. Yeah.
The Roman Catholic book. We have it.
Catholic.
I have
See,
it in
that's
my
what
room because
I'm not trying to make fun of
God
you or anything,
gave
but we
everybody free will. Just because he has laws doesn't mean that's not
Does it
free
actually
will.
say free will?
Yes.
I gotta look that up.
Anybody out there that knows what I'm talking
Bible.
about? Don't we have free will?
Free
Here.
will.
Wait, Carol said it here. I wasn't paying attention to this because we're just talking back
We're
and
just
forth.
bullshitting now. Divine plan. I need to bring on
Catholics do
philosophy,
have free will.
and priests, etc. Just got free will. But Catholics do have free will. They can choose to obey 10 commandments. Or else. See, that's not free will
It's
to me.
not or else. Well,
That's
yeah,
not-
you
it
still
is
have free
or
will.
else. It is or
Who's
else.
saying or else, Scott?
You can do what you want, but if you don't do what I want you to do or I approve of, then you get punished and you damnation and shit like that. That is not free will to me. It's there's consequences if you don't do as you're told. If you don't follow what you're told, there's consequences. That's not free will. I don't see that as free will. That's I keep wanting to say free willy. I can't. I don't know why. I don't know why, if it's the alcohol or what. But I keep wanting to say that's not free willy. Oh my god! So we'll have to go through some of the versions because I do have most of them up there on the shelf. I have the official Catholic Bible, the King James, what's that one? The New International Bible.
There, Tom says it here.
So we'll have to
Having
look.
a choice is free will.
Having a choice is free will.
And here, let's look what
I
Tim
don't know.
says here.
I have always struggled with being told God knows everything, yet gives us free will to choose. But that's like watching a rerun of a show saying you give the characters the option to change the outcome of the show. See, I just don't.
That's kind of what God's. What's
the definition?
That's what I was taught.
Let's use the power of this.
You have free
show.
will to choose.
Oh, wait, I want to look in this too after we're done this free will, because somebody posted about Joel Osteen Church. Something happened there, and I don't know what they were talking about. So I looked it up real quick, but I didn't read it. So, what is free will?
Me too, Bob. Me too.
So, free will is the capacity of agents to choose between different possible courses of action unimpeded.
Yeah.
What's unimpeded mean?
It means no one's going to get in your way.
Unimpeded. Let's see.
No.
I can say it. No, not obstructed or hindered.
Yeah, no one's going to get in your way.
No one's going to get in your way. Free will is closely linked to the concept of moral responsibility. So, not obstructed or hindered, but your decision is hindered.
Why is
because
it hindered?
It's hindered on the consequences of your decision. Because if you decide to break a rule or a law, there's consequences. So that's hindered because that's affecting your choice. I'm not making a free choice based on what I think might be right or wrong or what I want to do. I'm basing it on what's the outcome.
I don't base it on what the outcome is.
Really?
Like,
I mean, there's been plenty of times I wanted to beat the shit out of somebody, but I didn't.
I mean, if somebody's coming in my house, I'm not thinking, oh my God, God's going to send me to hell if I kill this guy. I'm not going to think that.
Right.
I'm going to just go
I agree.
and defend my home and my child.
Right. And I totally agree with you. That's religion is the last thing I'm thinking of.
Right.
I'm always going to think about my family first and deal with the consequences later.
Tim's like, I also call free will for my topic.
Fuck you, Tim. No. I get free will. You got reincarnation.
I like this one too.
Damn it.
Norman,
what's up? I have free will. Monday through Friday, I don't have free will.
Friday, Saturday has plenty.
Saturday and Friday night, Saturday and Sunday, I usually do almost whatever I want. Oh my God.
Is that your free will to do what you want?
That's my free will as long as I don't get caught.
Caught?
Yeah.
What would you do to get caught? What are you talking about? So much know?
Oh my God. No. You're usually there with me. All right. Let's see. What do we got? It's 1 hour and a half in. It's 10:30. We're good. Questions. I know we got
sidetracked.
Going on. We got sidetracked pretty much. I mean, I try to avoid religion because it does get passionate and intense. But once in a while, it's nice to dabble in it. It's not bad. These thought exercises are pretty good just to talk it out, and no one's butt hurt, right?
I'm not.
Good. And there we go.
Kenny's gonna sleep on the couch anyway. It doesn't matter.
That's because I'm like playing video games until 3 a.m. I'm fighting kids, like 10-year-old kids. I'm like, go run to your mommy. I'm going to kick your ass. And then next thing you know, I'm waking up in the morning like, oh my God, here's the controller.
I never made your bed last night.
Oh well. Let's see. What are these? Some of these questions or some of these statements. You have the ability to make a choice instead of being like a puppet, meaning that you could choose to do it and you don't have to do what is expected. Okay. Difference in knowing the outcome versus setting an outcome. Allegedly, God knows the outcomes, but we can still set the course. Maybe she's got a point there. Like maybe like God eventually knows the outcome, but just because I choose to trip the lady doesn't mean my outcome changed. I love how your example is tripping the lady.
An old lady. but I mean, I could that threw me off course a little bit, but maybe you know, God just totally didn't give up on me. He's like, oh shit, she stumbled and tripped the old lady. Tomorrow she'll make up for it and get back on course on whatever the plan is. So I get that, Carol. I understand what you're saying.
I like Tim's idea. And I'm totally cherry picking here. I'm just going through and reading some of these things. Choices we make result in the outcome, which if planned and known is not free will. Exactly. So if we go through, depending on the belief system of the person, if an all-powerful being knows the outcome of everything, knows what's going to happen, there's a couple things. Oh my God, we can get into a couple things. First, there would be no free will because it's already predetermined. And second, all the praying for things is useless because it would already be predetermined. And it would be a waste of time. Just based on that concept. If everything's already planned out, then
yeah, well, I don't.
You know,
yeah, I mean,
that
I'm
useless.
just saying that with what Carol said. Like, if God has a plan for you,
right?
But I mean,
if there's a plan for me, then there isn't free will because there's a plan for me.
Well, you still have free will to make the choices to try to get to where you're supposed to end up. Like maybe. But
you know what I mean? Again, this is all speculation. It's all just a thought exercise. But if it's planned out for you, who knows what's going on? This is basically a big game of D&D.
Yeah, it is. Like,
and we are the PCs.
Right. Yeah.
That's
but
it.
You can just make up whatever you
want. We're the PCs. God's the dungeon master. And he's rolling the dice. That's what we hear thunder as.
That's thunder.
Roll 20. Come on, 20. And then you get a 1. You're like, fuck! Damn it! So I read an interesting fantasy story where the gods were able to plan things out because they knew people so well that they were able to predict their choices they would make. So things went according to the gods' plans, but people could still choose. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, if you're anticipating based on knowledge, if you're making predictions based on behavior knowledge, then yeah, you could do that. And now, I mean, that's basically psychology, right? Behavioral analysts will look at your behavior and make predictions based on your past behavior. So yeah, I could see that. I wish I got these D&D references. Never played. Oh my God, Bob! Seriously? Wait, Thunder is in Gods of Parts. D&D is basically you play God. Whoever Dungeon Master is, you play God, and you determine the adventure.
They just make shit up,
and then you make up a map. And I mean, it actually is not made up all the way because when you roll the dice, I mean, for your saving throws and where you guys turn.
But it's not free will. It's rolling the dice.
It's rolling dice. It's chance. It's up.
It's your odds.
The characters do have choices, but they do have consequences. But yeah, many of the choices they make are left up to chance because you roll the dice and see what comes up. And that determines. Fate determines. Ooh, that's another element now. We added another element to this.
Tim, you calling that show too?
Damn you. And that shoots down God being omni. So, yeah, I can't say that word. Are the only people who have free will those who have no morals, like serial killers?
Serial killers?
Serial? Wait. Are the only people who have free will those that have no morals, like serial killers?
They have free will, Bob. They just choose it to do wrong things.
They just choose it to do wrong. How much have you had smoke?
They have free will. I mean, just because he's doing something bad doesn't mean he doesn't know what he's doing. Well, I mean, I mean, now that we're getting into more psychology, which is Tim probably a little bit better with this than we are, but I would assume that some serial killers, and this is totally based on fucking TV shows that I watch, full disclaimer, but
maybe the emotional response is not there. So therefore,
right. And
it doesn't
Tiffany
bother
brought
them.
something up like that, I think, earlier. Like, what if you're on a lot of medications and you have medical issues, like, and you do something wrong, is it really like free will? Like, is it wrong because your brain made you do something that you shouldn't have done?
I think wrong and right can be situational. It could be moral. It could be subjective. Because walking out in the middle of the street and shooting someone dead, wrong.
It's
morally wrong. I think most of us can agree it would be wrong.
Right.
Someone breaks into your house, attacks your family, you shoot them, they die. That's self-defense, not morally wrong. That's defending your family.
Okay.
But
you still killed somebody.
You still killed somebody, but it's still not morally wrong because you were forced to make a choice
to do that
and
to save myself.
You saved your family. Somebody was going to die that night, and
it wasn't
you
me.
chose the bad guy. And I don't think that's morally wrong. So I think wrong and right is situational.
How do we get to morals
I don't
with
know.
free will?
I don't know.
Bob, what the fuck?
You know, if you go out to a store and just steal a whole bunch of shit because you want to or can,
you have free will.
You have free will to do it, but it's morally wrong because you don't need anything. You go to steal it just because you can.
What if you need it?
Exactly. That's what I'm going for. If you are on the street and you're starving and you're going to die of starvation and you steal a loaf of bread, is that wrong? I wouldn't say that was morally wrong. That's surviving. And there's a difference. And that's why it's situational. Because it's still stealing, but it's for a different reason. My final stance is that nothing is predetermined. Thank you, Bob.
Thanks for clearing that up, Bob.
I appreciate your final stance. I see your final stance, and I will raise you my final stance. I don't know. I don't know. I hope nothing is predetermined. Because I wouldn't like that. Because then, yeah, you would have no choice. You wouldn't have choice. That it would be an illusion. We're so in the Matrix, dude. We are so in the Matrix right now. Another thought experiment. Imagine there is no good or evil, just consequences of actions. There you go.
But would you'd still have consequences for doing good and consequences for doing evil. So,
but that's not necessarily good or evil. Again, it comes back to the examples I just gave. It's like stealing is still stealing, but one reason was for necessity, one reason was because you just wanted to. So if you take away the good and evil, there's consequences of your actions. You're stealing,
depending
you
on
get
the
caught.
situation.
Yeah.
Social Security, are you listening to this? Depending on the situation.
I mean, yeah. If you take away the good and evil part of it, then you take away the situational perspective, and you treat it as absolute, which means stealing is stealing. That's it. Punish. Interesting. So if nothing is predetermined, then you have free will. I think free will is an illusion. I really do. I think it's a man-made concept.
I don't think so.
Because is it always free will? Are you freely choosing to do something?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
I choose.
I don't freely choose to go to work every day.
But you freely choose to pick up your mug and drink your rum on Friday nights.
Damn right I do.
That's free will.
But I don't choose to go to work. I have to go to work.
You go to work for money to do things you want to do.
No, I do. I go to work because I have to.
Well, you're still choosing to go to work because the only outcome of that is you to get money to do what you want to do.
I pay bills.
So you're taxes even though you don't like to do it, you're still choosing to do it because that's the rule.
So it's not free will. It's the rule. You have to do it.
No, you still have free will. I mean, you don't have to go to work. If you don't go to work, you don't have money to do what you want to do. But if you choose not to
and then I resort
work,
to a life of stealing.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was
consequences.
going to say. Exactly.
It's not free
So
will.
you still have free will.
I don't know
Have
what the fuck
free
free will
will.
is. I have no idea. Let's get on to another topic, please. Somebody give us another topic. Just a random topic. I don't know. You
John
can reject
Kennedy
it.
wants to come back on.
Reject your reality and insert my own. Oh man, you guys are great. I love this. You guys have a great debate and great discussion. I'm seeing some of the Joel. Oh, okay. So Bob had up about this. What is this? So Joel Osteen Church. There's a news thing. Money found. What is this? Plumber discovers money checks in wall of Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church years after $600,000 burglary.
Okay.
Burglary?
Burglary.
Wow. The 500 envelopes full of cash and checks were found behind a loose toilet as workers. So, oh my God, tell me he states the crime. Oh my God, that would be great. That would be great. Let's see. You may remember hundreds of thousands of dollars that were stolen from a safe at Lakewood Church. It was a big headline back in 2014. Is this it, Bob? Is this what you're talking about? Yes. I hope so. Okay. Now, all these years later, another bombshell has dropped. We have a video. Let's play the video. Let's play the video for everyone so we can all share in this wonderful thing together.
$600,000.
Let's see. Boom. Let's see.
500 envelopes. That's a lot.
Oh, we get to watch a commercial. Maybe they'll pay for us. I like that. That was fun. People put on lip balm. I don't like this. Come on. 4 seconds. Burt's Bees. Not a sponsor.
New details about a sizable theft at Lakewood. You may remember hundreds of thousands of dollars were stolen from a safe at the megachurch.
That was a big headline back in 2014. And now, all these years later, another bombshell. A plumber says that he found the money in a wall while he was doing work at the church. KPRC2's Rochelle Turner live at Lakewood.
So it was at the church the whole time.
This revelation came to light during a morning radio show.
Chris, it happened live on 100.3 The Bull. The radio show was simply asking people, have they ever found anything of value? But they never expected to hear from a man who says he discovered hundreds of envelopes full of checks and cash at Houston's Lakewood Church.
But I mean, it was just like unbelievable, the things he was telling us that they found in the wall.
George Lindsay, co-host of the morning show for the Morning Bullpen at 100.3 The Bull, is talking about this morning's segment.
And we've been talking about things that you found of value, and we have been blown away.
A caller who recently did some plumbing work at Lakewood Church dropped a bombshell.
There was a loose toilet in the wall, and we removed the tile. Well, they removed the tile. Went to go remove the toilet, moved some insulation away, and about 500 envelopes fell out of the wall.
Envelopes full of cash and checks.
I went ahead and contacted the maintenance supervisor that was there, and I went ahead and turned it all in.
Lindsay couldn't believe it.
So then he relayed to us that in 2014, there was a big story about money being stolen from Lakewood Church.
In fact, HPD is still investigating that 7-year-old case involving the disappearance of $600,000. It's unclear how much money the plumber discovered, but the case raises a lot of questions.
Don't you want to know what happened? I mean, they stole the money, but they didn't get it out of the wall.
In a statement, Lakewood Church said recently while repair work was being done at Lakewood Church, an undisclosed amount of cash and checks were found. They notified the police and are assisting them with the investigation. And it's still unclear how much money the plumber discovered behind the walls at Lakewood Church, but HPD and the church tell us they will continue their investigation. Reporting live from Southwest Houston, I'm Rochelle Turner, KPRC 2 News.
Wow. That is... So, just wait. How do I get out of this? Come on. Damn it. No, stop. Stop. There we go. Okay. So, I want to say right up front that I need my banner. I feel like Nick. There we go. Okay. So, up front, this is a call. That was a call-in show. So, I don't know if there's more details to this or what. Definitely want to look into this a little bit more. But that is funny. That is funny. Sorry, John brought up religion and the story popped in my head. That's hilarious. That envelopes, if this is true, and again, just by this report, we're hearing it like third hand, because it's coming from a DJ that had a call in, so we don't know exactly who this guy is and if there is any truth to it. I mean, I don't know if there's any updates yet. This is from when is this from? I don't have a date. I don't have a date on that. All right, so 1 day ago. Okay, 13 minutes ago, money found on the wall, maybe tied to the theft case. I mean, it's amazing if there's envelopes of cash and checks, means they were probably stored in there. And I'm just going on a limb here. This is my idea, is that these were stashed in there for future use.
They just say it's
hide.
Stolen.
Yeah, say it's stolen.
Report it to the insurance company.
They get the insurance money.
And boom.
It covers it, or part of it, or whatever. They get the insurance money. They still make out, and then whenever they retire or sell the building, it's like you go back in, you grab it, you get $600,000.
But if they had a plumbing issue and they knew where the money was, don't you think they'd be smart enough to?
Well, it depends. The building that they showed, pretty big building, and I could see maintenance, because it sounds like they had a maintenance crew come in. So if maintenance was taking care of it, and just it's not something you bother the owner, the CEO, or something with. It's like, oh, there's a maintenance problem. Okay, let's get a plumber in here. Let's figure it out. Oh, okay, and they just do it and they find it, and then it's reported to the police, and it's like, oh fuck,
right?
it got out of hand. Somebody did something wrong.
There's going to be a problem there.
Yeah, somebody was supposed to hide it, and they didn't hide it good enough. Good enough.
I'm thinking. Well, here Bob said they found it behind the insulation. So I'm thinking, though, I mean, you can easily drop it from the floor above you. Like, I know in our house you can. Like,
well, that means
you put a hole in the wall, and stuff falls down to the next floor.
Right.
So maybe it didn't stay where they put it. If it was real heavy or whatever, maybe some of it fell down and ended up getting.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're
down
talking
behind,
if the number is right, and it sounds like he's estimating 500 envelopes, so it could be.
Yeah, that's a lot of envelopes pouring out.
There's a lot. But if it came down, it still tells you that at one point, there was an opening somewhere.
Oh yeah, somebody put it there.
So there had to be some kind of work, some kind of remodeling, something going on where there was an opening, and they said, "Oh,
let's dump
it in here. We'll hide it in here. Maybe a vent or something, in the floor above or something." They just shoved it in there and said, when we're ready to sell the building, we'll just knock out this wall, take the money, we'll run.
This could be true too. Where you are right, Tim. Maybe it was someone that worked
It could
there.
be, yeah, definitely.
Or they just never got back into the building for some reason. They got fired or whatever. Maybe they knew they were going to get caught and they just said, "I'm leaving it."
Right.
That would be scary. Like something like that. You do something and you're like, "Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that," but I just can't give it back because then people know it's me.
Yeah.
So he's like,
could have been somebody handling the money.
Could have been anybody.
Handling like the envelopes coming in, if they were mailed in. I don't know if they were mailed in, or what, or dropped in like donation buckets or something. And they just like, like 1, 2, 5, 10 for you, 1 for me.
Right.
5, 10 for you, 1 for me. Yeah.
Bob makes a good
it just makes me think how much more money is hiding in other spots in the megachurch. I vote that we go look. I mean,
I
I'll grab a
know
shovel.
when I used to go to church. I mean, they hand a basket out. People put cash in it.
Yeah.
You don't have to report cash. I mean, unless you're putting a check from your little church envelope that they send you, you know. But I mean, I remember everybody just put cash in their envelope. So every church could be doing something like that. You know?
Who knows? I'm just looking at more links. Like, oh my god, that's so bad, so bad. All right. But by why checks, people would know not cashed, cancel them, not easily steal. Actually, Carol, you know, it was probably just this was a theft nonetheless. Nonetheless. So whether it was a theft that somebody tried to make off with money, or if they were, if it was an inside job, it was probably more of a grab a bunch of envelopes, shove it in a hole.
As soon as they collected all the baskets, it all goes in a huge bag.
Right.
If you ever, I used to help out at my church, so I know they put all the money, envelopes, whatever, in a bag. So whoever took that bag or bags,
right? Yeah.
You know, that's.
It could have been a bag where they literally leaned it over to the opening that was in the wall and just went like this and dumped it all. So the checks would be something that they wouldn't care about. They
wouldn't care about because they know that there's more cash in there than checks.
Yeah, and it would be just like, hey, you know,
they don't have time to sort through it. They just want it. So they know there's more cash in there, Carol, than checks. So, you know. It's
I'm invested. I want to see what happens with this. I want to see if there's anything. Well, comes
I mean, and they're easily going to know if it's the same money by the by the dates on the checks as well. So I mean, you know, I'm sure it is that money that was stolen whenever 7 years ago. But
yeah, we'll have to wait to see what develops from this. That's awesome. I'm sorry. It's just funny that it happened to a mega church.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. What else we got? I see Tim's got a question.
Tim, this is like another show.
Oh my goodness. What is this? Another gear change. What do you think about the 9 people's bodies? 9 bodies recovered while looking for a guy who killed another girl in Wyoming. Like, how many bodies are freaking out there not found?
Lots.
I didn't
know about that story.
I didn't know about this. So Wyoming. How do you spell Wyoming?
WYOMING.
Bodies found. Wait. Is this related to the Gabby Petito case? Is that what you're talking about, Tim? Body found. Let's see. Washington Post, attention on Gabby Petito helps find remains of another missing person. Wyoming. Public attention.
Yes.
Search and rescue remains of missing Texas man Robert Bob Lowry. I mean, that's interesting. Especially, if I didn't read up on this.
Yeah, this is the first I've heard of it.
Just brainstorming here. I mean, I believe the primary suspect was Gabby's boyfriend, right? About this, who also went missing, or fled, or went missing. I haven't followed the case, to be honest. But if he's the guy that was responsible for this, maybe there's a couple different directions we can go with this. As in, like, maybe he was a serial killer, or maybe he just happened. And I shouldn't be laughing, because it's not a laughing matter. Maybe he buried the body in a place where other people have buried bodies, and it just kind of like happenstance, you know. It just kind of he was found dead. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Thank you.
So he probably did kill her then, yeah.
Yeah, but if they're finding other bodies, like 9, if they're finding 9 other bodies, I wonder if
maybe that's just where they started searching.
Maybe
like, did they find her there as well?
I don't know.
Was she in the same spot, or are they still looking for her?
They searched for him in the wilderness, and while searching, they found other bodies not related to him. So I'm wondering if that's like a
You just found somebody's dumping ground by accident.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Found somebody's either somebody else's dumping grounds where there's another serial killer that
somebody
was just not,
and they just happened to come across it looking for somebody else.
Yeah,
like it was probably an area. It's not like obviously it's not an area where people are there all the time.
Yeah, no, her body was found in Wyoming. I don't know. I mean, I don't. Yeah, this is not something I'm familiar with, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
Tim says
really
they searched for him in the wilderness, and while searching, they found other bodies not related to him.
Okay. Gabby and her boyfriend were found in different states. Okay.
Well, that's
I don't know.
Gabby, she was probably killed by her boyfriend, left, and he probably committed suicide somewhere else.
I don't know. That's out of my expertise or experience, so I don't know. No idea.
Yeah, me and Kenny tried not to watch the news because it's so depressing anymore. We don't follow stories like this unless they come up.
All right, we are at the 2-hour mark, so I'm gonna do I'm gonna go quickly over Bob's announcements.
Bob, you're gonna like this.
And I am.
I said Bob.
Bob's gonna like it.
Didn't
Bob needs to come on here.
I thought you redid it.
Did I? No, I don't think so.
You said you were going to redo the announcements.
There it is.
Squid Game Bob. You did. Oh my gosh.
It's been 2 weeks. I forgot I did that. Squid Game Bob. Squid Game Bob's announcements. Woohoo!
I can't believe. And you're thinking, like, what is this woman talking about?
2 weeks. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I have no idea what you're doing. Did I redo it? I don't know what I did. I have trouble remembering yesterday. Oh my God. All right. So, first and foremost, of course, if you want to be a patron, if you like what I do, if you want to help me out a little bit, you can go up to patreon.com/Kenny Biddle and become a patron. There's 3 levels up there. There's one that's like $3 a month where it's just, tossing me a few bucks saying, hey, Kenny, I like what you do. Here you go.
Yeah.
There's another level.
Don't go poor because
don't go poor because of it.
This is just like, hey, I won't buy my soda today. I'll give it to Kenny.
Yeah, something like that. No big deal. No big deal. There's another layer where it's like you get behind the scenes stuff where I post pictures, sometimes videos, but pictures of like experiments that I'm doing, or videos that I'm doing ahead of time. You get to see a picture or at least an idea of what I'm doing, and other things like that. Which is, I think, there's like a $5 level, and then there's a $10 level, I think, which gives you a bartender status, which means that you get to not only pick a topic for a show, but you get to come on and discuss it if you want to. You don't have to, but you at least get to pick the topic. But it's pretty cool. So, what do you got? Oh, yeah, we have to figure out what we're going to do. What are we going to do with this?
I thought we were going to.
All right, well, I'm going to do the rest of the announcements, and you have to figure it out. So, figure out like a trivia question.
I got it.
You can ask. December 9th, I'll be a guest on a podcast called Crossroads. I don't know what we're talking about. No idea, but it should be interesting. What is this? McAfee. Get the fuck out of the... It pops up on my screen and like blocks the whole thing.
Oh,
I can't see. I don't even have McAfee anymore. Oh, I'm not yelling at you. McAfee pisses me off.
I was like, it
sometimes
pop up on my machine. Okay.
And then let's see. Next year, we're getting in next year because the holidays are coming up. We're going to be breaking for a little bit. Not the show. I'll keep doing the show, but other projects. I'm not taking on any more projects until after the new year. But March 25th, 27th is the Rochester Winter Parafest. I'm thinking of going up there. I'm not sure yet, but I'm thinking of going up there and because it's in New York, and we'll see. And then it was just announced August 19th to 21st is the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash.
Which make your plans now.
Yeah, make your plans now. It's a fun time. It really is a fun time. If
you guys want to come out and hang with us, especially, at night, of course, after... We have so much fun.
We have fun because it's a party.
Yeah,
it's a party.
And you got time to save. Gettysburg's not that expensive.
Yeah. Come on out. Everything's at one hotel, the Wyndham.
Yeah.
In Gettysburg. It's right outside of town, and it's great. It's got a promenade out back, which is a huge outdoor porch kind of thing.
And
And
it just faces the parking lot.
Yeah,
so
it faces the parking lot. You don't have to worry about too many of the rooms.
Actually.
And there's always music. There's at night. Oh my God, the party is so fun.
So if you want to hang out with us, we will be there.
Yeah, we'll be there. And then that's pretty, and then I already talked about tomorrow's show on 3TS. Should be interesting. Tune in 8 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be Dave and Tim controlling the show, and then I will be a guest. Ben Radford will be a guest, and a gentleman named Craig something. I don't know his last name. I apologize. Will be a guest, and we'll be discussing articles that we all wrote and the criticisms between them. So it should be fun. I have no idea what to expect.
All right, guys, get ready. Here comes your trivia question.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Trivia
Who wants
question.
a puzzle? Put your thinking caps on.
We're doing the solar system one, right?
Whatever one you want to give away. So first, oh no, Kenny.
Don't. That's other experiments going wrong.
Okay.
What you see in front of you is the
It's not
clean version,
working.
because I have experiments going on over here and I have experiments going on over here. Actually, I did this behind the scenes a while ago, but unfortunately, this is the result of one experiment. It used to have a head.
It went wrong.
It went bad. It went so bad. It went bad.
Okay.
All right. So for the solar system puzzle,
250-piece puzzle.
Let me get this.
The
Go back to my regular one. There we go.
There you go.
All right. What's the question,
So, Christmas holidays are here. We're all singing Christmas carols.
Oh, shit.
You ready for this one?
I don't know, but
In the 12 days of Christmas, what's number 8?
oh, first person that puts it in the comments. Hurry up! Hurry
What's
up!
number
Hurry
8?
up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! What's number 8?
Come on, I know you're all singing it in your head.
It takes 10 seconds to get through.
Come on.
Oh,
Right?
Tiffany got it. Wow.
Go, girl.
8 maids of
Go,
milking.
girl.
Oh, Bobana.
Lords of
Bobana.
Leaping.
Lords of
10.
Leaping.
10 Lords of Leaping.
Yeah.
9 ladies dancing.
8
Maids
maids
of
of
milking.
milking.
7 swans a swimming. 6 geese a laying. 5 gold rings.
5 golden
There you go.
rings.
4 calling birds. 3 French hens. 2 turtle doves. And a partridge in a pear tree.
Oh my goodness. I want to sing the Hanukkah song.
Oh, we should put that on.
Hanukkah.
I don't know that
I don't
one.
know. I don't know the words. Okay.
Yeah, we
All right.
the
What do we
words.
got here? So let's see. Tiffany, you have won. So send me a message. Send me your address, and I will ship out this puzzle to you. It looks like that.
Tell Daddy.
And then maybe a few other things I'll put in the box. Who knows? And then we'll have another one. I think we're going to keep doing this throughout December.
Well, we only have 2 weeks left before Christmas.
Well, maybe we'll do more.
Yeah, I think next
do
week
more.
we'll come
We'll
up
do
with
more.
a few more questions.
Yeah, we'll come up. We'll be better prepared.
Hey, that was a good question.
I know. I mean, I wasn't ready to do trivia
Okay.
tonight.
So maybe next week we'll do say 3 trivia questions.
How about we'll do
Because we still have to get them out in the mail if they want them for the holiday.
Right. Come here.
She's freaking out.
Bud. Say hi to everyone.
Chewy wants to say hi.
There
This
you
is what
go.
she does. She bothers mommy
There
the
you
whole
go.
time
See?
she's here.
Everyone up there?
See, no, she's looking at mommy. She's like, mommy,
going, Mom?
mommy.
What the
What
hell's
you
going
doing?
on? I don't want this.
What's she doing to me?
All right. So let's start.
Start singing your Christmas carols. I'm going to make them all about Christmas carols.
This is all about Donna.
So all of your trivia questions will be Christmas carol questions.
Okay.
Start singing, baby.
Whatever. I don't know if we're gonna get knocked for let's see, the Hanukkah song. Hanukkah. Let's see. Hanukkah song. Let's do it. Let's Yeah.
Oh, we're in trouble. Then they'll
Are
take
we?
the whole thing down, won't they?
I don't know.
It's the
Can you turn that down?
All right, let's not worry about it. We'll do it
let's
later.
not do
Okay, so we're over the 2-hour mark. Let's get this up. We did the announcements. We're good. So I guess next week, I don't have anything planned for next week yet. I'm going to try and work out a few things. I have a few ideas. I'm going to reach out to a few people, see if I can get them on. In the future, pretty soon, I think I'm going to try and get Lloyd Arabak on. I just finished up a class with him. I was co-teaching a class with him for 8 weeks, and we finally got done on Tuesday. That was the last class. And it was really good. We had a good time. It was really, really well received. So I'm going to try and have him on the show, and we can talk about parapsychology topics and his views versus my views, and you guys can ask him questions and just have at it. So I don't know if that'll be next week or not. I'm working on it, but I'm working on a few other things. And then I think that's it. So tune in tomorrow night, 3TS, 8 p.m. Eastern. Tune in for that. And I think that's it, right?
Yeah. There's actually only 2 more Fridays because then the third Friday will be Christmas Eve already.
Wow.
So okay. I doubt we'll have a show Christmas Eve because that will mess everybody up. Well, everybody that has kids.
I don't see a problem with it.
Maybe we'll do a little later show. Like, no, I don't think we should do a show at all.
Well, depending on what happens, we might be able to do an earlier show.
An earlier show on Christmas Eve?
Earlier show, yeah. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see how things go. We'll see.
I mean, people just have a lot of family stuff going on Christmas Eve. So, I mean, I get it.
We are your family.
We might have stuff going on.
No. Yeah, we have a show. We have a show going on.
Don't tell me no.
So you know. Shush, I'll turn off your mic.
Get Kelly and Jenny back on.
Get Kelly and
They were fun. Maybe we can get them on for the holiday.
They will come on.
Well, that's a really bad time for them, though.
Yeah,
like,
they have to stay up. They have to stay up late.
We'd have to if we go earlier, and that would be helpful for them, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Jade, Kit, and I have no life. I'll be there.
See, there you go. I like that.
All right, guys. Drama. Maybe, I mean, we'll do a poll the week before, and you guys tell us if you want a show or not.
We're gonna do a show.
Kenny will be here doing this show, and I'll be cursing, yelling at him because I need help.
Bishop Biddle will be here doing a show. Damn it.
Divine Dawn is going to be like throwing lightning rods at you while you're doing the show.
Lightning rods?
Yeah, right through the door.
Oh, my goodness. All right, people. Everyone, you have a safe weekend. Have fun. Take care of each other. And remember, never stop learning. I'll see you next week.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.